So here we are at the MagLab's water cooling facilities, and these are the cooling towers. It takes a lot of water to cool down these magnets. Now, the lab is home to the world's strongest electromagnets, and that usually means a lot of electricity. Now, when you're running that much electricity into a small magnet, it's going to create a lot of heat, and especially here at our DC facility, which is right behind me. Our magnets are using up to 33 megawatts of power. That can be 7 to 10% of all of Tallahassee's power output. And there's a lot of heat generated by all that electricity running through those magnets. So the cooling facilities here is actually running water through the magnets to cool them down. Now right now, the hybrid magnet, the world's strongest continuous field magnet, is running. And as it's running, it needs water to cool it. So the facilities here actually has 4.4 million gallons of cold water on hand ready to cool our magnets as they're running. The only thing that can limit how long our hybrid magnet runs is the amount of cold water available. So as long as we've got cold water here on site, we can run our magnets for 6, 8, 10, even 12 hours if we needed to. So on top of these towers are large fans, and the fans are actually cooling the water as it runs over the cooling tower. Now this water is just regular tap water from the city, but that cold water is actually used to cool the deionized water that we have on hand that runs through the magnets. Because the magnets are running so much electricity, we can't run regular well water into that. It would short circuit, of course, but what a lot of people don't know is that water is not a conductor of electricity. It's actually what's in the water that conducts the electricity. So by having deionized water, which is essentially water with everything pulled out of it, that water can run through the magnets, through the electricity, and not carry a current. So there's no conduction going on with deionized water. Now, that being said, a lot of people tell me, hey, deionized water, it's so pure, I bet you it tastes great, but it's not something you want to drink. When you've got deionized water, it's actually looking to replace all the ions that it's lost. So if you drink the deionized water, it'll sit in your stomach and slowly seep ions out of your body and make you sick as you lose those nutrients. So I mentioned the 4.4 million gallons of water that we have here on site. Now the magnets themselves can use from 2,000 up to 4,000 gallons of water a minute. Now that can be a lot, especially when you're running these magnets for 8 hours a day. Now those magnets have a deionized water going into them at about 10 degrees Celsius and then running out of them at about 27 to 30 degrees Celsius. So it's 20 degrees Celsius that is being carried off by the cold water, and the water can only be in the magnet for just a few seconds. That's how fast it's being pushed through the magnets.